Good morning. It is February 6th, 2015, approximately 7:41 a.m. I'm going to be leaving here at my house in about 20 minutes or less to go to Enterprise to get a rent-a-car, and I'm going to Chicago this weekend. Yay. But I haven't blogged in a long time, and I wanted to blog because I've been to the doctor lately, and there's some new information, and I wanted to share that information. But like I always do in the beginning of my blogs, I would like to thank everybody out there for their love, support, and prayers. Without you guys, I don't know where I would be. I honestly don't. So I really appreciate the love, support, and prayers. I haven't blogged in a while. I've been having some technical difficulties. Right now I'm using my niece's iPad, so I hope this works. It has like 25%, and I hope that there's enough storage on it because I've blogged a couple times, and there wasn't enough storage, and there was no way for me to get it off of the electronic that I was using, so I just had to delete it. So hopefully we don't have that problem. And then in the very near future, I'm going to be buying myself a laptop to use. Until then, I'm going to try to use her iPad one more time. So let's get back to what's going on with me. I have been to the doctor, and the last time we talked, I was taking the chemo drug pills, which was the Afinitor and the Exemestane, which caused like mouth sores, fatigue, stuff like that. What I did get from it was not really bad mouth sores. Once in a while, my mouth would be like a couple days over. It would always go and come back, and but not too bad. So the effects of that medicine wasn't as bad. I had a cyst right here back in like November and December, and when I went back for scans, or when I went to go see the doctor at the end of December, this thing was gone. So thank God for that, because it was so painful. But let's get you up to date to my scans. I had a PET scan done on Tuesday morning, and what they're finding is over in this area of my lymph nodes, and I kind of want to show you guys because it's so painful. Over here, I have on my robe and a tank top. Hi. So I have several lymph nodes in the left arm and right arm. When I was at the doctor's office, I was a little like frustrated, but I called my nurse, and she went over, my doctor's nurse, and she went over everything in detail with me. I love my doctor and the nurse. And anyway, so she's like, basically all in my chest area. The tumors that are in my neck have remained the same size. They haven't gotten any bigger. They haven't gotten any smaller. But what their concern is in my chest. Not only is it in my right arm, because I can feel the pain a little bit here, but it's intense pain under my arm right here. It's like it hurts to touch, to graze. It is like so painful. And it's painful right here too. And it's not my port, because my port doesn't hurt at all. So I know when something's going on, I can feel like a little tumor thing right here that hurts. So my doctor's nurse said all up in here, underneath my arms. So because I had progression while I was on that particular chemo medicine, they have to switch it. So I will be taking another chemo. Today will be the day if I find out if I'm going to be qualified for the study. My blood levels are high enough. Yay. But you can't have 3 treatments already under your belt before you start the study. And I've had 3 already. And they're going to try to talk to someone, third party, to see if I qualify and if they can get that overridden so I can take the study. The study will be a placebo or the study drug. But I will also take 2 forms of chemo pills, which is Xeloda and Elaximiciprid or something like that. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce all these names, but it's 2 forms of chemo, and I'll be taking those pills along with the study drug if I qualify. If not, I will be taking the regular intravenous chemo starting Tuesday morning, 8 a.m., and it's Doxil, I believe is what that is. It's Doxil. I'll be taking that chemotherapy medicine where it's going to be on hooked up for 3 hours, and you know that old sick to your stomach, lose your hair, blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm like, who cares? Whatever I have to do to get these tumors to shrink, I'm all for it, because, I mean, I know it's a poison in my body, but if the poison in my body causes these tumors over here to shrink, and I have to get sick every day, all day, I don't really care, because the pain hurts. And the goal that is to slow down the tumors, because they don't want them. Eventually, my doctor did tell me, and my nurse told me, eventually, because I have to be honest, you know, eventually things will spread to major organs. But what we're in the process of now is prolonging my life and slowing down the growth of the tumors so they don't get to the major organs faster than what we could prevent them. That makes sense? Yeah, it does. It does. It absolutely does. So that's the doctor's report, but I'm all about God's report, because I had several lesions that were like on my bones and stuff that are not showing up anymore. The God is just in the miracle working business, and I just can't believe that I'm able to be so active. I've been volunteering at my son's school, which I absolutely love. Not only do I get to see my baby all day, but I love just the atmosphere, the environment. I love getting up doing something. I like the kids. I love being in the service. I love being present in the house of the Lord, because the school is in the church. I just love being at the Rivers of Life. And just the feeling that I get. I feel really good when I'm there. And then when I get home, I don't feel so good. But, you know, that doesn't matter. The river is just always, just ever since I first moved here, has been such a blessing to me, and a blessing to my sister, and a blessing to my kids. And I just couldn't ask for anything better. And I did pray for a good church home. And I'm telling you, when you pray and you're faithful, God will give you the desires of your heart and then some. I couldn't imagine a better church environment and a better church leaders and a better church family than what I prayed for. So I'm just so thankful to God for that. Like, it's just, if you don't have a good church home, you better find one, because do you know how good it feels to be able to walk in that place and know people love me and I love them, and everybody's there to generally help out each other, and my church is just awesome. Oh, it's just awesome. I mean, we have such, like, I love the fact that our church gives. I mean, we do homeless ministries, outreach. I mean, and I don't mean where we're just, you know, talking the talk. We are walking the walk, where we will gather people, get the food, go to the tents where the homeless people are at, pass out food, pass out, you know, personal hygiene items to the females, to the males. We got hats and coats and socks, and, you know, we are a church that is, you know, we don't, like I said, we don't talk the talk, we walk the walk. And I love, love, love that. So shout out to my church, Rivers of Life Christian Church, Rivers of Life Community School. I love Rivers of Life to, like, deep down in my heart and my soul, like I love my kids. And if anybody knows me, I love my kids more than I love my life. So, with that being said, like I said at the beginning, I'm getting to go to Chicago. Yay! Courtney has a performance. I'll be able to see her performance. I'll get to see my bestie, Angela Mendenhall. I can't wait. I've not, like, hung out with her in a long time. And I'm going to see my son's grandparents and his aunts and cousins and uncles. And he'll get to spend some time with them. And it's just going to be a good, simple weekend. And then Tuesday, if I have to start chemo, I'm going to come back fighting and starting chemo on Tuesday. That's just, it is what it is. And I just like to say, you know, I'm only human. I'm a human person. I'm not, sometimes I have, you know, weaknesses. When Tuesday morning, when I had to go to the doctor, and I went, this is how just good God is, and the people at my school, they just, you know, I had to go to the doctor, and my car broke down. So, you know, that car, but hey, I love my car. I'm not going to talk bad about my car, because, you know, it gets me to where I need to go. My ignition switch decided to stop working all of a sudden, and I'm in a hurry. So the angels of Rivers of Life just made it happen, where I was able to borrow someone's car. Thank you, Miss Maggie. I love you for that. And she insisted, like, take my car. I took her car. I drove it. And by the time I got back to school, my car is fixed, no, free of charge. How that is like the biggest blessing, because I honestly was trying to figure out my budget and how I was going to still go to Chicago, still get my car fixed, still pay for this, still do this. I mean, because, I'm on a fixed income. I'm just going to keep it completely real. I'm on a fixed income. And I don't know what people think, that my sister is not a millionaire, and she can only do so much. She can't just take care of a grown person and their kid and have all this financial responsibility fall on her. It's no way. She's got her own financial stuff that she's got to do. So, I have my money and she has her money, and she helps out when she can. Believe me, because I can't live off of, if I didn't live with her, I wouldn't be able to survive. I couldn't pay rent from what I make. But my point is that God is good, and I'm just so thankful that I was able to get my car fixed without having to come out with any money, because I didn't have any money, and I don't even know how much that would have cost. So, and I don't have, God would have made a way. If I would have had to do it, I know God would have made a way, but he just made a way the way he wanted to make a way. So thank you, God. And I just want to say I miss Courtney so much. I can't wait to see her. Continue to be in prayer for my arm, and we're going to, hopefully you guys will go through this chemo journey with me still, and I apologize for not blogging, but I will, because I know people want to know what's going on with me, and I just thank God that I'm just still, like I said, being at my son's school, not just sitting around volunteering, but actually being in action, being in the classrooms. I've been able to actually get out and do stuff, and I'm just thankful that my health has allowed me to do that, and I just need to get these lymph nodes down, because they are very, very painful, and I cannot describe this pain. It's a pain that's undescribable, but it hurts. And I just want to ask you guys to, storm the gates of heaven to get this pain down, because I can't go in, volunteer, and function if I'm in pain. And when I'm in pain, I get irritable, and I don't like to be irritable. I don't want to get mad for no reason, and God don't want that either. So I'm going to just put warm, I think cold compresses over here on it. But, like, it's actually got my whole arm kind of hurting all the way down to, like, here. Like, it's really, this whole side over here is just not good. And I'm just going to ask you guys for prayer on that. And I love you so much. And, of course, I'm going to blog for Tuesday if I have this chemo 9 times. Well, you know what? I'm just going to let God's will be done. If he wants me to do this study, I'll do it. If I do the study, it's pills, no intravenous. If I have to do chemo, hey, I'm at chemo. But I promise to blog and tell you guys all about it. Okay? I love you. I got to get going, because I got to get myself together for Chicago and driving. And I love you. God bless. And I'll be back soon.